kick. But what the rule is, the guy can't step forward and jump up.
That's dumb. Anderson went in motion. Everett looked in that direction and came back to Ellard and missed it by a wide margin.
Hey, one thing, Ellard has been covered well today. The Giant defense has done a good job. The Giant defense has also done a good job of getting or keeping Jim Everett out of sync.
That makes it 2nd and 10. Outside with Ramon Johnson. Taken down by Carl Banks. 5-yard gain. And a minute and a half left.
That was exactly what Carl Banks said yesterday they had to do. Is one, he said, when we play our zones, we got to clamp onto these guys short, and then we have to tackle. He said last time, he said, we didn't do anything. He said, we just backed up. We didn't clamp on them in our zone, and we didn't tackle. And that was exactly what he said he had to do, and he did it exactly that time.
He's up a 3rd and 5 situation. Holohan out of the backfield quickly. Ellard takes a quick post from Everett. And got the Rams. And first down, a gain of 23 yards.
John Robinson was talking how Ernie Zampese, when he first came to the Rams, that was his favorite pattern, that quick post, that seam post. And he said they went for almost a year and they never completed it. And John said, you know, let's throw that one out. And Ernie just kept practicing, kept practicing, kept practicing it. And he said now it's one of the best things they do.
They just kept throwing it. They've hit it a couple of times today. 1st and 10 Rams. 44-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Ellard again swings in motion. Back to Bell. Bell gets across midfield, a gain of 7 yards. Stopped by Collins. Tenard. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, the Giants 13, the Rams 7. We now pause for a word from your local station. This is CBS. 13-7. One more quarter of action left. 2nd and 3. The winner of this to play the 49ers next week. Everett to Bell. And Bell hammers into the Giants secondary. Down to the 30 before Kennard trips him up. 18 yards for Greg Bell.
You talk about guys who make moves in the hole. Greg Bell did then. There's going to be a collision on the left side. Watch that. Right to the left. Bell sees that. Then he cuts back, finds a hole in there, makes another move downfield before they finally finish it off. I know what John Robinson's telling. This is when he starts. 4th quarter's Ram football. Wear him down. We're wearing him down. All those buzzwords he's been using forever, he's using now.
Everett back to throw at this time. Ellard. That's a catch. Sheldon White was the nearest Giant defender. 16 yards and a Ram first down.
Sheldon White looked like he thought that Ellard was out of bounds. Watch him. He just kind of pulls up into play. He should have ran through and tried to knock something out of there. Ellard made a heck of a deal by keeping both of those feet in bounds.
Dragging him down before he went out. Ellard has 7 catches for the day. First down, Rams at the Giants 14. Giants leading 13-7. About the 9. Collins hit him after a gain of 5.
There's Bill Parcells. The guy behind him in the red jacket is Bill Belichick, who's the defensive coordinator of this Giant defense. I think he's done an outstanding job. I mean, he's one of those real bright guys and studies everything, knows everything, and always has his players prepared.
Here's another of those who's been mentioned as a potential head coach. Here's Everett. Threw it away.
We've seen those goal line stands that they've had, and
Like 3 weeks in a row, they had a goal line stand.
I mean, they're just tougher and tougher.
3rd and 5. Anderson motion left. Flag on the play. Here's Everett. Incomplete, intended for Buford McGee, but a penalty marker on the play.
And I think that could have been one of those penalties, Pat, that the whistle blew.
75 offense before the snap. Before the snap. No play.
Yeah, I was going to say the whistle did blow before the play, so it's going to be 5 yards, but it'll still be the same down. And that's what Lawrence Taylor does. In addition to getting sacks and hurries and knockdowns and all those things, he gets penalties. You see, Pankey gets so worried about Taylor there that you start to move before the ball snaps. You see, he's up at the top of the picture there. You see 75? He's getting in position to blow.
Holohan swings to the left. It's headed for McGee, and he can't find the handle. Taylor was again chasing Everett.
Yeah, he was there. He was right there. Tom Newberry's blocking him. Watch, they bring the left guard 66 out. That is a real matchup. Taylor's arguing, and he was held. Newberry is an ex-wrestler. He's doing anything he can to keep Lawrence Taylor off of Jim Everett.
So the Rams will go for the field goal from 31 yards away. Lansford only missed once from this distance all year. And he hits this one. 13-10 now is the Giant lead. There's 12 minutes and 51 seconds left to play. Saying I just need, well, not even a whole quarter to rewrap his ankle.
Well, you know that Lawrence Taylor is gutting it up now. Sometimes you're playing on those things and the adrenaline really works. And then you still got adrenaline, but you start to get tired. You start to feel these things more. So that's when you get more bandages. You get more tape jobs. You just need anything to get you through this last 13 minutes.
Lansford ready to kick it. Megan and Ingram back deep for the Giants. Going to be Ingram. Reach back into the end zone and then decides to come out. Brought down right at the 20-yard line. 20-yard return. In the event you might have joined us late, here's the way it happened. First, a 35-yard field goal by Lagrave. Then a 41-yarder. The Giants led 6-0. Just before the half, the Rams scored their touchdown. Everett to Anderson. And then Otis Anderson, a 2-yard touchdown run. The Giants recaptured the lead. And the Rams just got a 31-yarder from Lansford. That's the way it stands now. 13-10. 1st and 10. Megan split wide to the left. Looking that direction. Instead. Out of bounds at about the 25. A pickup of 6. Knocked out by Milo.
Yeah, that's what a guy like Meggett gets you. You put him in the game, you split him out. And then everyone says, here's Meggett, here's Meggett. They start pointing to Meggett. You run him off, and then you put another guy out in the area that he vacated. So these guys can really help you when you get the ball in their hands, but they can also help you just when they're on the field. It opens other things up.
Just by their presence. 2nd and 4. 13-10. The Giants lead it. Anderson did not get enough for a first down. Mike Wilshire cut him down.
How many times Anderson
has got the first down fumble. And he got it back. Irvin made made the stop after a gain of 10.
And he got a pretty good block by